When it comes to owning pets, most of us would settle for a cat, dog, or fluffy rabbit, but not this lady who owns a huge anaconda, or this man who has giant black throat monitor lizard as his pet. Owning a capybara sure sounds exotic. And why wouldn't it? After all, it is the friendliest animal on the planet, but a huge man-sized Canadian wolf is something you don't want near you. You can own amphibians, birds, reptiles, and rodents as pets, but keep in mind that exotic pets require more maintenance than your regular cat or dog. It's important to do your research before adopting one. Did you know most experts believe the domestic dog descended from the grey wolf? The two are genetically identical and are capable of interbreeding. Big, fluffy dogs are adorable and lovely pets to play with. However, once you realize how big Canadian wolves can get, it's game over for those dogs. Currently, wolves in Canada occupy approximately 90% of their historic range. At least they're friends, even though we haven't been able to completely domesticate them. This guy over here actually looks like he's the wolf's pet. Most people run and throw shoes just at the sight of an icky lizard. However, a few find them adorable enough to even keep them at their homes as pets. Unfortunately, these giant Godzilla-like creatures are actually quite expensive to keep as pets. They need the whole lighting setup of their own, a lot of food, and a vast enclosure. So if you're a beginner and want to keep a pet, stick with a goldfish. Black-throated monitors can be as friendly and intelligent as dogs. They can even be walked on leashes. Fear of snakes is one of the most common phobias, yet many people have never seen a snake in person. If you are brave enough, snakes too can be friendly to this woman who owns an anaconda as a house pet. Snakes are meant to be kept in the wild where they can crouch and eat any prey they like. But this pet owner decided that this beautiful reptile would become her companion for life. But the truth is, no matter how much you try to domesticate snakes, they will always be the king of the food chain. So there is always a chance they would try and eat their owners. Rabbits are one of the most adorable pets you can find. They are small little puffballs with super soft fur and cute ears. But have you ever seen a rabbit hat come to their owner when they call them? This is Jabba, the giant Flemish rabbit, and her owner managed to train her quite well. These animals make very good pets, even if their size looks intimidating. They're also very friendly and get along quite well with kids too. Let's be honest, who wouldn't have a fluff ball in their laps on a relaxing afternoon? A giant centipede may bite if disturbed or handled. The bite may cause severe pain that could persist for several days. However, no deaths have been recorded from the bite of any Australian centipede. But that won't stop this young man from getting all cuddly with his multiple-legged friend. Usually these pets aren't the type to be touched or stroked. They're more for just enjoying visually or to be kept in your room with some funky lighting. And in the unfortunate case that they bite you, it can get pretty bad because giant centipedes are venomous after all. In fact, one bite can use swelling, pain, and even fever. So these pets are definitely for the daredevils. Kojek the crocodile is not your ordinary pet. In fact, he's family for one household in Indonesia. You don't need a huge villa or a customized pool to have a 6-foot croc as a pet. And this family has shown us how. In a small pool of water, this Indonesian family managed to keep their crocodile, Kojak, alive and happy for about 20 years. The family sometimes plays ball games beside his channel, where he spends most of his time. In the whole time, the crocodile has been with them. He hasn't tried to attack or injure the humans at all. What a loyal reptile. Kojak's become a neighborhood attraction, but his family says there's no scale for how special he is. Giant cane toads are marine toads that look like grumpy old witches, but they're not all that bad. That is, if you're immune to the toxins they produce. Cane toads are toxic at all life stages, from eggs to adults. They have large swellings called parotid glands on each shoulder. Their skin and other glands across their backs are also toxic. Admittedly, they're not the best pets, but some people do go out of their way to keep them as one. Not only are they hideous to look at, but they can also grow up to 9 inches, making them all the scarier. Before we move on to the next, make sure you're not missing any of our fascinating nature content. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss a single video we upload here on your top 10s. We've always been taught to stay away from bears or play dead if they're around. But a word of advice, don't play dead. That's an old wives' tale. Bears aren't nearly so dumb, but they're territorial and protective of their young. But did you know that they make incredibly good pets? They're practically huge dogs who love rubs. This one right here is named Jim, and all he wants is for his human to keep rubbing him all day. Most bears who live in captivity are very friendly to humans and probably can't survive in the wild, so this home is actually perfect for him. The tortoise might have lost the race, but it's definitely won the game of life. This is a giant Galapagos tortoise and can live up to 117 years. You might want to get an animal as friendly as this one, but the truth is these poor creatures are highly endangered. The islands were once thought to be home to at least 250,000 tortoises. Only about 15,000 remain in the wild today. Many of the tortoise's subspecies are listed by the International Union for Conservation of Nature as endangered or critically endangered. Moreover, they're very expensive to take care of, and if you have enough funds to take care of an animal for 2 centuries, then go ahead and get one. Hippos' aggressive nature, power, and unpredictability make them one of the most dangerous animals in Africa and the world. A hippo's bite can crush a human instantly, and it is estimated around 500 humans are killed every year by hippos. But African Family is happy to let in this giant hippo. Many people told the family to be aware of his wild animal tendencies, but they never listened. Finally, the mother explained that they have a special relationship, but soon, tragedy struck. The pair were found dead after their pet had bitten them to death. Some animals are best kept away from your house. Pooh isn't the only one that had a sweet tooth for honey. Meet honey bear, they're also called kinkajou. At first glance, you might mistake them for being genuine bears. They resemble a dog dressed up as a bear, despite being closely related to raccoons. These small pets might look cute, but they're absolutely the worst pets. They will scratch, bite, and kick their owners for no reason. A pet polar bear only seems possible in cartoons. As powerful predators, polar bears pose a major risk to human life and property, but this man is living his dream with his giant fluffy pet. Both of them love to take swims together in his huge swimming pool. The polar bear is also unusually friendly with his owner, accepting belly rubs, and physically affectionate. Even though buying a polar bear costs about $20,000, this guy has managed to do it. Kids have all sorts of weird interests, but 9-year-old Shelby takes the cake here. She has a special interest in cockroaches, and she has so many that she needs to keep some of them in her bedroom, her brother's bedroom, and the laundry room too. The worst part is that they're huge and super gross. Penguins are adorable and interesting creatures. They're a ton of fun to watch, and they fill you with the overwhelming desire to hold them. Penguins might be the most exotic animals known to man, but that doesn't mean they're exactly illegal to own. Back in the 90s, a penguin named Lala got attached to a family so much that it refused to leave them. This penguin would even go around town to buy his own fish with a little Pingu backpack on. How adorable! Sadly, Lala passed away in 1998, but his memory lives on. Rats and other rodents are gross to look at. They always dwell in places with disgusting environments, but capybaras are not like that. These might be rodents, but they look like giant stuffed toys. Because these creatures never had any natural predators, they're extremely friendly. Even they can hang out with almost any animal, no matter what the species it is. This particular one loves to chill in the pool with its mother and loves to be smothered in love. Caimans are fierce predators that share the same waters in South America as the capybaras. They know each other fairly well, but they refuse to eat capybaras. They get along very well in the same waters. caimans are distant cousins of crocodiles. What you see here is a capybara who is peacefully chilling with thousands of caimans on a beach. Despite their size, the capybara has gotten a reputation for being the most chill animal, one that other animals love to be around. They are the world's largest rodents, and their friendly nature makes them a friend with the most dangerous predators out there. We have a video on that uploaded on our channel, which you can watch right now. That concludes our video today. Which one of these do you like the most and why? Let us know your answers in the comments and make sure to subscribe to your top 10s for more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching.